Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong and welcome to the Backoffice Teardown Lab. Today I have this USB power supply. It's really annoying in that it actually seems to work. You plug it in and you get 5 volts out, but then there's no current. The first thing it does is die, so that was driving me nuts. So I'm going to push aside all of these other tools and whatnot. I've been working on a lot of different things to see if I can open it up and actually just have a look, see what's in there really. I've not opened them up for a while, but there's so little to them now. You can see they've been like this for a while, to be fair. I'm just curious really. Recently we bought a replacement for this on eBay or Amazon or something, and it actually had 2 of these and supposedly 3 amps output, so that's crazy. This one's a 2.1. I'm quite surprised actually in that it does look reasonably realistic inside. You know, there's actually discrete components in there. I was just wondering about this because sometimes just when you dismantle something like this, you can never put it back together properly because this becomes loose, and then when you pull it out you end up with these exposed contacts. I'm not sure if we're going to use this again, but let's pull that out. So obviously that's to protect it. What? Hang on. There's 2 USB ports in that. Hey, that's 2 for the price of 1. So you could mod one of these and get your 2 ports. That's blown my mind. I've got to get this further out to see if I'm seeing correctly there. That is insane. That definitely looks like a double stack to me. That came apart quite easily, but I've been staring at it for a while because it's very curious, and I'll show you why. So when you turn it over, you can see the power is coming in through these 2 black wires. One is live and one is neutral. Live being this one here, because that's going via a fuse across here to this full wave bridge rectifier, as far as I can tell. And then you have the neutral connected directly here. So you're like, hang on a minute, this has got a transformer on it. How can you have a transformer if you're rectifying it? Because you'll end up with DC. So that was my first question. And then I had a look on this side and then had a quick sneaky peeky at the part numbers for these. So this is a HP1201, which is a pulse width modulator. And here is a JC817, which is an opto-isolator. So that got me a thinking. What I think is happening, and please comment down below if I'm wrong, because I'm not an analog electronics kind of guy, barely a digital one. But, but what I think is you have this winding here, which is, it says positive, I think. Let's say that says positive. Okay, it's going to one side of the transformer here on this pin. And then we have the one which is negative, which is going somewhere over here, and you can see it's connected to that pulse width modulator. And then across here, something to do with that opto-isolator. Now my gut feeling is you're getting an oscillation between the opto-isolator, which is acting as a feedback, and the pulse width modulator, which is probably being set by some of these passive components here and these capacitors and whatnot, you know, to adjust its frequency. And I'm guessing it's kind of making a wave. It's making this AC. I think the pulse width modulator is actually modulating a sine wave type frequency that the transformer is picking up, and that is then converting that to 5 volts. That is my theory. And then the feedback here from the load on this side is getting its way back to that, and it's changing the frequency. It's a bit like a switch mode power supply, but is it a hybrid? I'm not sure. You can tell me. In terms of what's failed, who knows? It's all looking actually pretty good. The fuse is fine, even though there's a bit of darkness there. The capacitors aren't bulging. I mean, it could just be one of these electronic components, to be honest with you. There's no sign that the passives are really that crook. This is quite cute here. Look, there's these nice little service mount resistors on these USB ports for some reason. Who knows why? I don't know why. Oh, actually, I think I do know why. Could these be on the data lines to tell the device that it needs to charge or charge at a certain current? That's what I think it is. But what's really interesting though is that double stack. It makes me want to crack open more random wall warts effectively and see if there is a separate one in there. It's crazy that they do that, isn't it? It'd be so... But I guess you got to make your market, you know, when you're branding, you do have to have a bottom end product and a high end product, and if you can just sell the same thing twice, that's fine. If you're making enough money on it, why not? Why not indeed? Comments down below. Thanks for watching, guys. All the best.